Everybody, Kryptonite Bloopers, everyone's favorite. Not sure it's Kate's yet. We're going to see. I'm going to jump into this. Mine's super quick. And if anybody watched the episode now is coming to here, then they're going to see I foreshadowed the quadrant discussion because I was doing my OAD thing with a technical person, and I had a little note that said 4 quadrants. And I saw him starting to rock back and forth. I'm like, what's going on? He said, quadrants are always 4. You don't have to say 4, just say quadrants. And I was like, oh shit, of course that's true. So then I had to go through every PowerPoint deck, every show book I had, and take out the word 4 because quadrant doesn't need, it's like, I don't know what it's like, but you don't have to say 4 quadrants.
It only means 16. Yeah.
That's true. Then it's 16. Either way, I was not using it correctly, and
you started having a fit.
Yeah, and the technically oriented guy couldn't stand it. He was like getting red in the ears, and so he had to tell me. And then now that I knew about it, I had to do something about it. But I should have known that. Detail orientation. That's me. What do you got?
So we were talking earlier about how Kate could not sit in front of a laptop alone and grind all day. I can, right? And with my technical orientation, there are days where I do that. Part of my kryptonite is I can get incredibly focused and then miss things. So this morning, my wife and I work together in the morning to get our youngest ready for high school every day and contribute to breakfast and packing the lunchbox. And today I was very focused on something I was doing for the breakfast or whatever. And Amy was leaving the room and she said, make sure you do this, but also write the note for the lunchbox. Because we always put a note of positive reinforcement in our lunchbox. You're a great kid, or you're going to do well on that test or whatever. And I heard the first part of what she said about do this thing, but totally was focused and did not hear anything about the note. So she went to school without a note today.
Sans note.
Yeah, sans note. And I told my wife when she gets home, let's just go ahead and place me under the bus. I will happily live there because I was too focused to pay attention to what you said. She said, I said it on the way out of the room. And it was gone.
And listen, that peanut butter sandwich wasn't going to cut itself.
No, it was not. Intense peanut butter.
All right, Kate, bring us home.
So we talked about my lack of detail oriented and how I need help with my slides, and that I run this group AITP as the president. And I had a typo on my slide that instead of guest passes, it said guess passes. And like people laugh at me and like correct me while I'm up there, and I'm speaking in an audience of 100 people in a room, right? But I like can roll with the punches. I can, I can dish it. I can give the humor, self-deprecating humor is okay. But then the next month, I still had the same error there, and I never went back and fixed it. So because it was like live and just get through it, but like it stayed for the 2 months in a row because again, lack of detail oriented, and there was no one to do it for me to make it correct.
That. And that group, you got a bunch of eagle eyes. Like they're reading the slides.
Well, they are.
Oh, John presented to them. So like there's all the techies in the room that are all like, oh, she made that mistake again. And so that's awesome.
Love it. Thank you.
Bye, everybody. Thanks, Kate.
Bye.